I never wanted to feel desperate when looking for work again, so I built a system that makes opportunities come to me instead. Check out these 3.2 million impressions in just 90 days. But here's what those numbers really mean. This isn't about vanity metrics, it is about career insurance. I'm going to show you exactly why I built this before I needed it and how you can do the same too. Here's the thing, as developers, we think job security comes from being really good at code. We focus on learning the latest frameworks, mastering algorithms, and building these impressive projects. But then I realized there is a fatal flaw with that thinking. You see, when you need a job, you're just another resume in a pile of thousands. You're competing with everyone else who can code, and honestly, that puts you in a really vulnerable position. I started thinking about this when I heard about all of the layoffs that were happening in tech. Now, don't get me wrong, I am very happy where I am right now, but honestly, nothing in life is guaranteed, right? So tell me, what happens when AI gets better at writing code? What happens when the job market gets even more competitive? What separates you from every other developer out there? You see, that's when I realized I needed to build my reputation before I needed it. That's why I decided to think about this like career insurance. You know how you pay insurance premiums hoping you'll never need to use them? This is kind of the same concept. Instead of waiting until I'm desperately job hunting, I'd build relationships with people at companies I wanted to work for. I'd become known for my expertise, and I'd make sure that when opportunities did come up, people would think about me. And here is the beautiful thing. It actually works. Those 3.2 million impressions, they led me to actual real connections with developers at Google, Amazon, Microsoft. I even got invited to a podcast just because of my content. I'm building these relationships that could open doors years from now. But the best part, I'm doing this while I still have a stable job. No desperation, no pressure. I'm just strategically building my network and reputation. And here's where being a developer actually gives us an advantage. We understand these systems, we understand automation. We can use AI tools to make this whole process way more efficient than traditional personal branding. So let me break down my exact system. There are 3 main parts. So the first thing, I started sharing what I was learning as I learned it. I'm not trying to be some guru or expert, just documenting my journey as a developer. When I'm working through a problem, I document it. When I learn something new, I share it. When I make mistakes, I talk about what I learned from it. This isn't about pretending to know everything. It's about being helpful to other developers who might be going through the same things. And this is where my developer background really gave me an edge. I built what I call persona engineering system using AI agents. I have AI help me brainstorm these content ideas, help me write these first drafts, and even analyze what's working and what isn't. It's like having a personal content strategist that works 24/7. Instead of me spending hours staring at this blank page, I can create weeks worth of content in just a couple hours. That's the kind of efficiency we love as developers, right? And this isn't just about sliding into people's DMs asking for jobs. It's about genuinely engaging with other developers' content, sharing helpful resources, and starting these real conversations. When someone posts about a problem I've solved, I share my experience. When I see great content, I amplify it. When I have something valuable to add to a conversation, I contribute. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This feels self-promotional, or I don't have time for this, or I'm not an expert enough. Trust me, I had all of those same thoughts. Here's how I reframe it. You're not promoting yourself. You are documenting your learning and helping others who are on a similar path. Focus on being useful, not impressive. Share your process, not just your achievements. You're already learning and solving problems every single day as a developer. This is just documenting what works. And you don't need to be the world's best developer. You just need to be one step ahead of someone else who could benefit from what you've already learned. Every developer has something valuable to share, even if it's just documenting your journey from junior to mid-level. And here's why this matters more now than ever before. AI is lowering the barriers to entry for software development. Tools are getting better, coding is more accessible in this environment, and attention and relationships become your competitive advantage. The developers who start building their presence right now, while they still have stable jobs, are going to be the ones with options when things change. This isn't just about finding your next job. This is about building a foundation for speaking opportunities, consulting work, maybe even launching your own products with a built-in audience already. It's career insurance. I hope I never need it, but I'm really gonna be glad if I have it. So here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one thing you're learning or working on and document it. Just one post, one video, or even one article. Then go ahead and choose one platform, whether it be LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, wherever your people hang out, and commit to showing up consistently. And if you want the exact AI workflows I use to create my content efficiently, I'm actually working on a course right now that breaks down my entire system. I'll drop a link in the description to join the waitlist. But most importantly, start thinking about systems from day one. Approach this like you would approach any development project, with intention, measurements, and continuous improvement. Trust me, your future self will thank you for starting now, while you don't need it yet.